If you're unconvinced a particular plan of action I've decided is the wisest, tell me so. But allow me to convince you, and I promise you right here and now, no subject will ever be taboo. Except, of course, the subject that was just under discussion. The price you pay for bringing up either my Chinese or American heritage as a negative is, I collect your fucking head. Just like this fucker here. Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time! I didn't think so.
Hey yo, I want to dedicate this song right here to Oren Ishii. Half Chinese, half Japanese, half American, and yo, over the species of feminine perfection. She got the sinister cat eyes and little freckles on her complexion. Cheaper the Yakuza, but she's wicked like Medusa. And she got crazy 88 killers that'll slice right through you. Quick to chop her head off, then wipe the blood off. A long-range sniper shot she busts, never let her dud off. You got a minute to pray, and a second to die. You can see the image of the devil reflected inside her eye. But since she was a little girl, yo, she never would cry. She seen so much tragedy, let me explain to you why. She grew up on a military base where she had to face the brutality of her mother and her father being erased. The blood drops from her teardrops on her cheek, you see the smear spots. She silently watched as the shotgun sliced through her dear pops, through his thick skull. That she's vicious like a pit bull, and when it comes to hatred and revenge, she got a shit for. Revenge is that fire that burns inside your soul. Hey yo, she been busting off kneecaps, son, since the age of 11. But fucking an enemy to death, that was her favorite weapon. And the death you paid in hell, boy, it can't be paid in heaven. You better get down on your knees, son, and start praying to the Reverend. Bon appetit, boy, revenge is so sweet, especially when it's served on a cold dish. But she has no wish but to cut your day short like the winter solstice, and a chance to receive a slight bit of mercy from all was hopeless. Oren Ishii, half Chinese, half Japanese, half American. Yeah, over the species.
Check, 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 checkers and chess. I used to be part of a checkers and chess club in middle school. I was a huge fucking dork, but I won every game of chess. So suck it, losers. What? So this is me talking at a normal voice. Talk, 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 talky to talk. Hello, chat realm. How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Wonderful. Totes fab. Totes fab, as the kids are saying nowadays, I think.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. We can bring that down. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. But this one you need to definitely talk into directly. And now let's see.
Just a moment.
What the audio is going to be.
Just a moment. Hello.
Update.
I'm so tired right now.
Are you?
Totes tired.
Why?
Because I haven't slept.
Yeah, waveform looks good.
Oops.
We got our audio. We got our video. What the hell is happening here?
Is it weird that like I want coffee this time of night?
No.
Ooh, am I too quiet sitting here? Talk. I just realized I might have been scooched too close when we talk. Talking. This is me talking.
Yeah, that's way lighter than it was before.
How about now? This is me still talking. Whoa, hello. Well, hello there. So, checkers and chess.
Why are you so cold?
Me?
Oh, it's because...
Am I the wrong way?
No. If you get the big block of white off the screen, then watch the picture.
Oh, I forgot to
Yeah.
fix it. Hold on. Oh, fuckity fuck.
Hold on, wait a minute. Leave it there.
Wait, I'm fixing it.
Hold on. 2 seconds. No, wait. Now it's crazy. Now we screwed it up. Now it's too warm. You gotta hold up that box again.
Yeah, well, hold on. Let me fix this first.
Okay.
Don't worry, everyone. We've got it under control.
Move it down just a tad. Move it down just a tad.
Still kind of blue.
That's actually the blue we're trying to.
I'm so tired, guys. Come over here and give me sleeping pills. No.
All right. Are you ready?
Oh, I think so.
Okay.
All right.
Do you need anything?
Clear.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Jurymore podcast, the podcast where we're getting married.
Yeah, this is
Still.
all preamble. Everything is leading up to us getting married.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
hasn't changed.
No,
Hasn't changed. Still
this
the
is
plan.
still a podcast about us getting married. If you meant to download a podcast wherein we talked about crockware,
That's not this one.
not this one.
Not this
Although
one.
we did get a crock pod recently.
We did actually.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This has become the other podcast that I just talked about. Now it is.
Well,
It
it's
is all
definitely
coming
not
to
a
pass.
Hearthstone podcast.
No, we did a fun little Hearthstone live stream last night, though.
Yeah.
Me and Brian.
Yeah.
It was called Hearth and Oats.
That's a pretty good name. Pretty good name for a Hearthstone podcast, if I do say so myself.
We had a lot of fun gimmicks. Anyway, that's not this show. This show is about our road to marriage mania. It is. How long are we? We're
Oh my god, I don't want to think about that. Should we have like a
countdown?
clock?
Next week.
That's terrifying. I don't know that I want to do that.
We're getting married a million years from now.
Oh, so we have so much time.
Oh my God.
So much time we have.
So let's go ahead and just get right into the updates.
Let's do it. Update. So the invites are rolling in slowly but surely. Nobody knows how to tell what a deadline is, as it turns out.
We're like the worst, though, when we have to turn them in for other people. So I don't feel so bad about other people, like, you know, not knowing the dates that they need to turn stuff in on. And
even though it says, like, turn in by this date.
Listen, man, I don't play by life's rules.
I know.
I'm not expecting everybody else to do it.
You don't pay parking tickets
just
on
because,
time.
All right. Listen,
You know?
yeah, I'm a rebel. Just
All
know
right.
who you're marrying, baby. Because I'm out here, I'm here living life the way I want to live. And I don't know, I'm busy.
It's okay. You're still wearing the fedora. That's for you, Glow.
All right. We'll get into the fedora in a second. Here's what we've also found out. People that we meant to send invitations to that we didn't. We are slowly realizing that.
It's hard to remember all of your friends.
Yeah, right? I feel like it's a very understandable thing, like if you forget people. So we're just in the middle of that.
Has anybody been salty about it?
I don't know about salty. Certainly the problem is when there's a group of friends and somebody didn't get one amongst a group of friends. Like, that's a problem. You know, now, because it's like, well, is there beef? You know, like, why are you singling me out?
Yeah.
Like, so that's an issue. But other than that, like, you know, I think everybody's been super, super rad about it. And everybody, you know, by and large, are people who want to come to the wedding who are asking about the time and date. And I'm like, oh, don't.
I mean, it's a good thing we've got an open ceremony, guys.
We do.
Everybody can show up.
So,
Yippee skippy.
Yeah, that's pretty much the big update is our continued, you know, and go ahead and email in justinrobertyoung@gmail.com if you had any amusing or heart-wrenching invite decisions that you had to make.
There is one big thing that we still need to do.
Script out the wedding. Yeah.
And we have, like, put that off for, it's probably been almost a month now, right? Yeah. Just because you're on the road all the time is the bulk of it, I think. Because we just need to, like, dedicate an hour, and it's so hard to dedicate an hour.
It's a big, you know, I don't know if it's like raw time thing, like, because it's something that I think we've both kind of been putting off a little bit, just because it's a really big thing, you know, and
yeah,
like anything else, you're gonna want to get it right, and you know, it's just it's something big to tackle, and also it's like these creative decisions aren't like if we were just writing a 2-person show. You know, if we were writing like a show, a comedy show with the two of us, then obviously there's egos for us as creatives and performers and writers and everything that we have to negotiate. But there's also, in this case, like the fact that it is like our show of shows. So we are essentially writing a 2-person show with a cast that will not rehearse for an event that we are marking for the rest of our lives.
Seems legit.
So, I mean, you can understand.
What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. But you can understand where that is something where we're not just we're not yelling, you know, into the breach so we can get this kind of stuff done.
Well, hopefully, you know what? I actually think that this will be the next big thing for us, the next big fight, the next laying on the floor moment, because I think you and I will butt heads on, like, maybe certain creative things that we think in our head, like, oh yeah, the other person's totally on board with this, and then might not be.
Which, by the way, is the creative process. You know, the creative process is making that kind of stuff happen. So, you know, the fact that there will be those buttings of heads is not a problem. It's just a matter of us being able to play it out, not kill each other or have our marriage ruined before it even happens.
That's true.
We can always just elope. Where are we at on the elope scale?
Ooh. I mean,
on the count of 3, we say it. 1, 2, 3.
3.
4.
You hesitated.
I said 4. So that's pretty much that's where we're at as far as we're plodding along. You want to do a real quick shout out to the registry?
Oh, I thought we were doing that later, but that's fine. We can do it now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. bit.ly/Jurymore is where you would like to go if you want to buy us things on our Amazon registry. Amazon registry.
A little registry.
So
Boy, I got a little registry with a little present for you.
it's insane how much people have bought us. It's like crazy pants.
We just got a freaking
We got a crock pot and a waffle maker.
Uh-huh.
That's insane. Thank you to everybody.
I'm gonna make waffles this weekend.
You should, man. That'll be good.
Yay, waffles.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into our main topic.
So you've never lived with anyone before.
You know, I always say that, but
Not anyone that you were actively banging.
no one that I never lived with anybody I was actively banging. No. Ironically, I've never lived alone. I've had to live with my family. I lived with roommates in college. I lived with roommates as an adult before I moved in with you. So I have always lived with someone. I have never lived with somebody I've actively banged.
And so, like, what are like some of the big things for you on that?
I mean, probably the biggest stuff is more just like our relationship stuff. Like now that there is a buy-in for both of us, you're basically like consider yourself a massive stockholder in Jury Corp.
Okay.
So it's like I still retain the CEO-ship. I make the final calls, but yet you're part of the board, and I got to take your opinions under advisement very seriously. I have to challenge my own wisdom, my own decision making, according to any issue that you might bring up that is adversarial to it. So, in accordance with that, there's some stuff like the fact that I'm wearing a fedora right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an unkempt wild beard.
It's a problem. It's a
And
problem
what
for all
I've
of us.
noticed about the beard is that when it gets long enough, you can't really tell the undergrowth. You know, the neck beard isn't really in full view.
Unless you turn your head to the right or to the left.
Okay, well, many times I have shaved my neck beard, and the internet, which notices every tiny little physical element of everything, would not know whether or not I have a neck beard or not. In fact,
That's
I might
because
show up
they're-
on the next episode without a neck beard, and I'll just see if anybody can tell.
That's because they're trying to encourage its growth.
They're not trying to encourage
Yes.
its growth. Here's
They
the
want
deal.
you to have a wild, unruly beard.
So you have a problem, not with the beard itself, so people don't start sending you hate emails who enjoy the beard. You have a problem more with the neck beard.
I do.
And so you made an ultimatum to me.
I like the beard as long as it's well kept.
Yeah.
And you look like a homeless person. See, I can see the neck beard when you turn. When you turn to look at the chat room, you can see all the scruff.
Yeah.
And it drives me crazy. I want to groom you. And I said that
Why
Okay.
don't you just groom me? Why
because
don't
you
you
won't
shave
let me
my
take a
neck beard?
razor blade near your throat.
Really? You never asked.
All right, well, we'll see.
Wait, have you ever straight razor shaved?
Nope.
Well, then why would you want to put a razor blade near my throat?
I mean, like a razor.
Oh. Yeah, you want to know what? Now I think about it, I don't want you to do that. It would just seem very awkward. And I do know how to shave. Like, that is a thing.
See? So it drives me nuts. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
What is a true fact that we know about neckbeards?
They appear once every 3 weeks, like a werewolf.
Nope. Try again.
Okay.
All right. You're close.
They are pretty red.
That's no. Try again. I give you one more guess.
They have a certain reputation on the internet.
Which is?
That they are often accompanied by fedoras.
Yes. And so I said that you could continue to have your neckbeard.
So what am I? Am I a vape pen away? Like, what else do I need to fit into the internet stereotype?
You need to get like on the right Reddit boards.
The red pill Reddit boards?
Yeah, the red pill Reddit board.
So I need a Guy Fieri style t-shirt and a vape pen and a membership to the red pill.
And you need to start
a voice
tweeting
for men.
about Gamergate, Anita Sarkeesian, and what's the other one that they like or hate?
The other lady.
Yeah.
You know,
Brianna
the
Wu.
other one. Brianna Wu, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a hate thing? I always thought it was just kind of like maybe the programmer types, but like it's more the men's rights folk.
There's overlap. We're throwing a lot in there. There's too many deets of stuff. Anyway, point
Lazy
being,
Dog says maybe a silk Dragon Ball Z t-shirt.
that's actually a really good point.
That's a good one.
Oh, I like Dragon Ball Z. Don't ruin Dragon Ball Z for me. So your mother was so kind enough to ask me what you wanted for your birthday.
You got my mom in on this.
She was asking what you wanted for your birthday. Because apparently you wouldn't tell her.
I don't know what I want for my birthday. I never do. Like, there's, past the point of like 13, like I don't know. I like to live the life I want to live every day.
Well,
like, why do I need something on one day?
She wanted to get you, in addition to other stuff, a haircut gift card thing, because she is also disgusted by your neckbeard. And she didn't say that. I'm putting words in your mouth, Gloria. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then I told her about the fedora thing, and she also got you the fedora.
So my
'Cause she
mom
thought
is
it was
now
funny.
cackling with delight because I am wearing on the stream a fedora that is an accompaniment to my neckbeard. So you have one. That is an example of something that I would not have done for a girlfriend that I had that I did not live with. Like, this is the kind of personal humiliation I will only suffer for somebody that I am so bound to that they live with me.
Nailed it. I do feel kind of weird about like getting on you about stuff like that, but I don't know.
Why is that?
It just drives me crazy. Well, because like I don't like to pick on appearances overall and what you're wearing and blah blah blah, because it makes me feel weird. But that's the one thing that makes me crazy. It's a neckbeard.
So there is other stuff that I would say is new to my life since I live with you, and probably the biggest thing is the diet thing. You know, that I eat. I would say prior to living with you, I ate 0% vegan specific food. I now eat in my diet probably 25% vegan specific food.
It's
Would
more
that be
than
safe
that,
to say?
isn't it?
More
Well, I
than
guess
that?
since you're traveling,
I'm
so
on the road.
much.
Yeah, I guess maybe this month I've been on the road.
If
a
you
lot.
were at let's say hypothetically you were at home
yeah,
all the time, minus your travel thing, which obviously, but like if you were to only eat in Oaklandia,
yeah,
what percentage of your diet do you think would be vegan?
probably 40 or 50, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I mean, because I'll still get food. You know, if we're at a place that serves vegan stuff and meat or dairy, you know, stuff, like I'll usually wind up getting that like at brunch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when we go out, we go to vegan only restaurants, and like it's pretty rad to eat there because we live dope lives and only eat dope shit.
So I haven't been vegan super long. I've been doing it almost fully, like for the last 6 years, but I would lapse. It wasn't until like the last 2 where I moved to California that I tightened up about it really. And like I just always cooked it. I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, here, let me ask you this, and then you can kind of bounce the same question back to me. Do you feel like a responsibility to be a proselytizer for veganism, and not in that you have to convert new people, but rather you find yourself defending the process a lot.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that there are annoying evangelical, for lack of better words, vegans out there that will just bring up like, how do you like your chicken sandwich or something. But I get people.
That sounds like a helpful waiter. That does not sound like an angry vegan. That sounds like somebody that's helpful at a Denny's that you just got a chicken sandwich at.
Oh my god. But so for instance, I don't know, can I call out people? I won't call out names.
No, come on, drop bombs.
So like
we're all about murking motherfuckers on this podcast.
For instance,
light them up. Yeah.
When we were in Florida, this is probably the best example that I can think of. We went to dinner at this Japanese place with some of your friends. Yeah. And one guy on the other side of the table just kept, he was the guy that yells on Facebook, I love bacon! But like, oh, good, more chicken for me. Oh, no butter on your rice, and more butter for me. Yeah. And so like, I have to like grit my teeth.
Because even that was good natured, I felt.
Well, I didn't realize that at the time, though I was still kind of.
You were learning the language of that group, which is very direct.
I am so used to like people being very serious in that regard. Yeah. On that.
Oh yeah.
So for the more serious crowd, I am used to trying to show like I'm not the big going to immediately yell at you for chomping down on your pork chop or whatever.
I don't think like if people want to engage in a discussion about it, like then you're there to have it. But I don't think I've ever heard you like get aggressive about somebody who's just minding their own business.
Yeah. I try not to.
Do you find yourself doing it? I can't. I would be hard pressed to think of a time that you did.
Me too. Yeah, maybe I don't.
But I only ask that because I find myself doing it. Like defending veganism.
That's hilarious.
Like
how so?
Well, because a lot of people don't understand that there's like really good vegan food. Like, and I know. Well, all right. So the first part of it is what you already said, which is like, hey, some people just get really personal about this food stuff. Like they are just really into the idea that like I am defending my turf for whatever reason, as if we can't all eat different things.
Yeah.
But for me, I find myself like getting into conversations about how and why vegan food is good on like a fairly regular basis whenever the topic comes up, or I mention that like, because a lot of times I'll joke in like oh shit, pollen out of control, about to go get some vegan Mexican food.
It was like when you did like, I don't know if it was Snapchat or like we were Vining at the time. You did like vegan hype man in the kitchen and you were like running around like, I don't know. It's funny. It's funny to me to see you do that. Like I like it to a certain degree because I can walk up to people and like be like, hey, here's this awesome like hipster vegan artisanal cheese. Yeah. And like people won't touch it. But if you, who is gnawing on a hunk of bacon in the corner, it's like, oh, this vegan cheese is pretty good. Like, people will listen to you.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't quite know what that is. Like, maybe it's just, and it's kind of what we were trying to do with like, or we are trying to do with your Spice Vegan channel is like not only have a resource for people who are already vegan and want to explore different options on stuff, but also just like to have the baseline be, hey, listen, like if you want to know about spices, ask a vegan. Like the spicing on vegan stuff is exceptional, in good food is exceptional, is as exceptional as any kind of food I've ever had. And for me, and really this is like kind of the fruits of all of this, is that like you had a lifestyle. I was curious about it because I care about you. We have found common interest in it. I would like to register myself as the foremost meat-eating vegan restaurant critic because I have a lot of very important and salient thoughts about the vegan restaurants we go to around the city. But I have found about my own palate that I really don't like creamy stuff so much, you know, and going back to like the mayonnaise stuff that I think we've talked about either on this show or certainly on Night Attack. But it's like what vegan cuisine does on a lot of levels is just make stuff that's a little less creamy. If you love creamy stuff, then you're going to have to find different elements of vegan cuisine that I think is going to be more in your wheelhouse. But like, for me, that's great. Vegan cheese is great. You know, vegan sauces are amazing because they bring a lot of what I dig in food to the table while leaving out some of the super heavy, creamy stuff.
So I'm just curious, like, do people give you shit ever? Like, your friends gave me shit. But do they give you shit for, like, eating vegan food at all?
I definitely have to lay on, like, the aggressive, like, no, seriously, like, I love it, so whatever. Like, I have to kind of I have to make it clear that I'm not just, like, doing it to indulge you.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm doing it because I enjoy it and I wouldn't eat bad food. Like, if you got into, like, a juice cleanse, I would not be indulging your juice cleanse.
I'm not doing a juice cleanse.
Know? Like,
Though we should add a juicer to the wedding register.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, now I think, it's hard for me to say a whole lot about the vegan thing other than it's like what I'm doing. Like, I'm glad that, like, you're okay with it and you enjoy the cuisine and the cooking. But
yeah,
I do think that it certainly is interesting that you, as someone who had not actively ever eaten vegan, it's like now a substantial part of your diet.
And it's rad. It's also so much easier to do in the Bay Area.
Oh, totally.
I don't know if we lived in Phoenix, if I would be enjoying the vegan lifestyle in the way that I am enjoying it now.
Yeah.
You know, if
there's so much hipster vegan food here.
If it was just like whatever we got from Whole Foods.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think we'd be able to do it.
It's because you're turning into a hipster. First the neck beard, now
I'm
the
fucking
fedora.
Wearing a fedora, lady. Let's get into our feedback. Harold writes, I've been married for 8 years and have only had to wear a wedding ring for a total of 12 days. The reason? I have a very sensitive skin and have yet to find a type of metal that I can wear without giving me a rash. I've tried gold, white gold, and surgical steel. All of them begin to give me a rash after about 3 days. So my very understanding wife has relieved me of ring-wearing responsibility. And yes, she has had her wedding ring on every day. Love the show. Thank you very much for writing in, Harold. I am currently researching ways to make a convincing rash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to just like... I'm going to get some of those spices. I feel like if I get enough of those spices, I can just kind of like rub them under my ring.
You know what? Let me go buy you some Trinidad scorpions and you can like rub your eyes.
Well, that seems a little aggressive.
No, I'm just saying.
Kiwi
Wear
red.
a fucking ring.
Kiwi red from... actually, no, here. Let's... oh, man. And you want to know what? You would have to bring this up on the monitor here to show it. But let's go down to Miles. Miles says... Well, here, no, you work on the Miles email. Let me read the Nikki email. Hi, Ashley and Jury. When Clark and I were planning our wedding as divorcees with young children, money was tight, so we passed on an engagement ring. Clark had always hated his wedding ring during his previous marriage, and I have done the whole matching bands with my previous marriage as well. We had finally realized that outside perceptions didn't really matter to us. What was important was our relationship with each other and how we were behind closed doors. So when we went to buy wedding rings, we opted for an inexpensive plain white gold band just for me. It's been 14 years for us, and him not wearing a wedding band has never been an issue. Since I do like jewelry, especially blingy jewelry, we talked about getting me something fancier a few years later when money wasn't quite so tight. But I really didn't want to get a diamond, so my dear husband found a cubic zirconia that was set in white gold to give me on our 5th wedding anniversary. At the time, he apologized because he still wanted to get me something bigger and flashier. But every time I put it on, I remember that his thoughtful gesture and why I love him so much. Sorry to get so sappy. See you at Nerdtacular and Dragon Con. That's a very, very, very pretty story. That's a very nice story.
That's sweet.
I'm appreciative that Nikki wrote in.
I'm
on
appreciative. And we're looking forward to seeing you at Nerdtacular.
Yeah, dude. Chat with Scott Johnson over the weekend. He is really excited for Nerdtacular, and so am I. Also, that's the other thing I have to script is the one-man show that I'm doing an hour or a month before our wedding, which I will be doing at Nerdtacular. All right.
You gonna script it at Nerdtacular?
No, I got to do it at Nerdtacular.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get this up.
Okay. Miles writes, when it was brought up that for each of you to get medallions, this immediately popped into my head. And what he has posted is a link to the end of the Double Dragons movie. Not the game. Not a game. Not a game. The Double Dragons movie, which features a scene in which the Double Dragons get they each get half medallions that they cling together. They both turn into Tasmanian devil style tornadoes and are revealed to then have not the plain clothes that they are wearing throughout the movie, but rather the video game style gis that they wear throughout that. So, and he suggested that we just change the theme from dragons to one of us would have a Dr. Bird medallion and one of us would have a Cooper Bird medallion, and we would be able to cling them together at the end of our wedding.
That's actually way better than rings.
Right? All right, listen.
But like, it's
Miles,
gotta have
you
like
might have started the fire.
It's gotta have like a glowing light, like just radiating, and like make a really epic sound when they like go together. It's gonna be like an earthquake or something. Sorry.
Strengths points out in the chat room that the titanium rogues ring is rash free, so maybe we can pass that along to Harold in the first email. Finally, Kiwi Red from New Zealand. I feel like something of an outlier as I'm a man who enjoys wearing a ring. Not just a big, chunky, emblematic ring or anything, just a plain band on my ring finger, regardless of my relationship status. I first wore a ring when I was about 18 after being given the engagement ring that my father gave my mother. All right. Dear listeners, including Kiwi Red, I want everybody to try and pay attention very clearly to the next sentence that I read, because it is indeed confusing. I will repeat the previous sentence. I first wore a ring when I was about 18 after being given the engagement ring that my father gave my mother before they broke up, after he briefly dated my sister, her sister / my aunt, but before they discovered that my mother was pregnant with myself. She never married him in the end, so the ring merely represents a failed promise. Okay, so everybody knows, with Kiwi Red, his dad banged his mom, then dated the sister of his mom, but felt bad that he knocked up his mom, so got engaged but never got married. We clear?
Clear.
Good. I wore it on my finger a couple times. It was not only fitted, I have small hands for a man, but wearing a ring on that finger just felt right. I gave the ring, a rose gold band with a charming little heart-shaped face and a small inset garnet, to my girlfriend at the time, who subsequently lost it a few months before we ended up drifting apart and breaking up. Every now and then, in the couple of decades following, I bought a cheap ring for myself and typically worn it until it either wears out in the case of some crappy metal and enamel inlay rings, or became too small and had to be cut off in the case of ladder rings after I gained a lot of weight. I'm in a relationship now which looks like will end in marriage, a new step for me, and I've been wearing a plain stainless steel band on my ring finger for a couple of years, predating the relationship, which I'm looking forward to replacing with something a little bit more valuable in the not too distant future. Cheers to you, Kiwi Red from New Zealand. To which really I think we can only add, but how could this have been done?
That's not funny.
It's very funny.
I hate that meme so much.
We have one more email. I feel like I normally read the emails, but you should do the honors and read this final email.
Oh, this is an excellent email. So this from good old Glow Young, aka Jury's mom. Okay, so I just listened to Pet Peeves as I was traveling from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale today, and it was as amusing as ever. First, if you need someone to do your invoices, that would be a no-brainer for me and cost you nothing. Second, you better pay your, in all caps, fucking parking tickets. Or not get as many, but that seems unlikely. Third, don't screw around with jury duty. You'll wind up in jail. Thanks, Gloria, for that useful advice that Justin will not follow.
Oh my God, I'll follow all of it. First of all, we've solved our invoice problem. We brought in somebody to invoice people. So that's good.
Your mom?
No, my mom's not going to do it. Mom, you will not be needed. It is a problem that if it is pathetic I can't solve myself, I can at least bring in somebody else to solve for me. Second, I am paying my parking tickets. I do. I pay, let everybody know.
After you get the court notices.
No.
Oh, no, that was the Florida stuff. Never mind.
Yeah.
That was different.
No.
Those were tolls,
Which I'm
not parking tickets.
No, that was actually
Silly
a moving.
me. Oh,
that was a moving violation that I'm challenging in court.
And losing.
I'm not gonna fucking lose. Number one, I would like to say.
Did you just lose a speeding ticket?
I would like to say to the fucking pig that pulled me over, "You're going down, you piece of shit."
See,
is that admissible in a court of law?
possibly.
I don't know. I'd like to apologize for the fine officer who's protecting the city of Davie, Florida, as we speak. And then, yeah, I'm not going to mess around with jury duty. I just kind of forgot about it once. But they do it so often, you know. So eventually I'll get caught and I'll have to go in.
And you'll get a giant fine.
No. I mean, I've called in every other time to see if I had to go in. I just forgot to call in this time.
Okay.
Also, I had a game. Thank you for emailing, Mom. If you would like to be like my mom and email in, it is justinrobertyoung@gmail.com. Put Jurymore in the subject line. That is justinrobertyoung@gmail.com. Put Jurymore in the subject line. Ash?
You're still wearing a ring.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Deal with
Not
it.
the medallions?
Not
I want
the
somebody to
medallions.
send in
You can't
medallion.
afford the medallions.
Someone needs to send in medallion sketch art. Somebody can sketch a Dr. Bird and a Cooper Bird medallion. Maybe we can talk you into it. The double dragon medallion thing, I feel like, is a good way to go.
Which reminds me of another really embarrassing thing that we never talked about.
What's that?
Remember the episode where we talked about our secret language?
Yeah.
One of the things I was just thinking about earlier today, do you know where I'm going with this?
No.
That I completely forgot that would have been really suited for that episode. But now that we're talking about birds because of how much I love them,
Yeah.
and you love them,
I love birds, yeah.
you wrote a song for them.
Have we not sang this?
No, we haven't sang that. We only sang the goose song.
All right, so maybe we'll go out.
We should go out on
the Dr. and Cooper song.
the Dr. and Cooper song, written by yours truly, Justin Robert Young.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go out on the Dr. and Cooper song. However, we do want people to email us about bad invite stories. We want to get your invite fights all up in here. And next week, big topic we're covering.
What is it?
How is Babby form?
Oh, shit, son.
Yeah.
Oh, shit's getting real.
This
It's getting real ugly, guys.
This is going to be an episode that it shows your confidence in this show that we are willing to do a topic that might start not a fight, like an actual. We're going to see whether or not our marriage survives based on our conversation about kids on the podcast
Like blue
next
cheese.
week. So make sure you tune in. Thank you to everybody watching. Where can people find you on the internet, Ash?
Healthy Addict pretty much everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Snurpchurt, Instagram. I think on Mission Pick too. And
get on Mission Pick.
Yeah, Mission Pick's cool. And Spice Vegan on YouTube, and then Fake Gamer Girl on Twitch.
Beef, you will not get to watch us make a kid on the on the show next week. I think we will probably save that for PornTube or something.
Yeah, or wedding night.
We like to have a big, a diverse social media presence, and PornTube is no.
We're gonna work it into our social.
We want to
plan.
meet our audience where they want to meet us.
That's true. Yes.
Justin R. Young on all relevant social media platforms. Go ahead and listen, man. You missed out on it over the weekend if you weren't following us on Snapchat and stuff like that, because we tweeted the hell and took pictures and snapped the hot holy hell out of our big party in Austin, which is why my voice is a pile of poop. But so much more will be coming from that, including, let's just go ahead and get a big shout out to Tropics, who does our theme, performed with me. I didn't realize it was going to be so big a part of his performance, but I was very happy to do it. It was very funny if you were around to watch me squirm and panic on not failing really to be an MC, a MC for an amazingly talented EDM performer. So yeah.
Were you actually yelling Hitler?
I was not yelling Hitler.
It was just the recorded Hitler.
The recorded Hitler,
okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because you yell Hitler around the house so much.
I do. Well, I don't yell Hitler. Come on. Some things are private.
Sorry.
All right. Are you ready?
Well, love you guys. We'll see you all next Monday.
Next week. Yeah, next Monday.
Hopefully Monday.
So, all right, this is the song that I've written for Dr. Bird and Cooper Bird.
Yep.
Okay.
Dr. and Cooper, best friends forever.
Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All
All right, take two.
Take two.
Dr.
and Cooper, best friends forever. Bird pals in Oakland solving mysteries for you. They fly around from town to town saying, "Hi, Doctor."
And
see you next week, everybody.
hello.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program. Well met!
Job's done. Hello.
We're still alive.
Guys, I'm so tired. I want another one. Trey.
Another what?
Another glass of wine. It's totally not wine, guys. It was like pomegranate juice. I just wanted to drink it out of a wine glass to feel like a classy bitch. Oh, my. Yay, glad you enjoyed it, Bob McBob. Oh my goodness. I actually have jury duty that I'm going to show up to tomorrow. So we're going to have to leave. Going to have to cut it out. Whenever Justin decides to anyway. I'll sit here. Jurymore duty. Well, we do Jurymore duty on Mondays, just not the one where I'm stuck in a fucking courthouse. Yeah. I wish I could just show up with jury and just be like, all right, we're here. We're done now. Bye. Oh, good, guys. I feel super out of it. Partying is really hard. You had anything to say, jury? Alright guys, we're gonna roll. I have to go to sleep and do jury duty. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully it'll be up soon. Mwah! Bye!